पीछे से आ रहे हैं पापा के उसमें।
Hello, everybody.
Hello, sir.
Hey, how are you doing? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir, I can hear you.
Okay, good, good, good. Good to see you. Let me see who else is here. Just give me a minute. Am I breaking or my my audio is good? Can you hear me properly?
No, sir, you're breaking. Your voice and your video also breaking.
I'm I'm breaking a little bit. Okay, let me try. Let me have them all. So maybe I will turn off my video so that my audio should not break. But you can keep your video on, right? So that I can see this thing that if you are having any trouble, okay? And you can communicate with me with gestures or with audio also. Okay, so let's start. Let me share my screen. So in the last lecture, we were discussing about, so we completed the entire TED tutorial, right? And my question is that did you solve the last puzzle for the tutorial?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so were you able to do it?
Yeah.
Very good. Okay, great. So continuing on the same line, so let me open your project. So is this you? Yeah, this is your project, right? So now the deal here is that now we want to make it responsive. So for example, on a smaller screen, say let me reduce this width, right? Say I am on a smaller screen, so I don't want to have these many contents on the screen, right? Because they would not be looking good, right? They are like kind of cramping with each other, right? So I want this thing that as I reduce the width, right, uh, Manthan, are you getting me? Hello,
Hello, sir. Actually, your voice is breaking.
I'm breaking. Okay. So I was saying that I want this thing that as I reduce the width of the screen, right?
Okay.
So look, so basically the contents are not cramping. So I want this thing that as I reduce the width of the screen, right?
Okay.
So maybe
Yeah.
I should reduce one column over here. What do you think?
No, sir. It will adjust according to frame size.
Yeah, it will adjust according to the frame size. It is adjusting, but still you can see that the layout is not beautiful anymore. It is kind of crumbling. It doesn't look good anymore. Okay, so if I reduce the width of science screen, I want this thing that let me draw it for you. Maybe I want this as I reduce the width of the screen. Layout should come nice. Maybe here the big image. This is that list. And only one card over here, not two columns over here. Are you getting me? So I want something like this, right? So let us see how to achieve this thing, right? Hello?
Yeah, yes.
Okay. Okay, got it. Great. So we want this thing. So let's see how can we do this thing. So for that purpose, let me open your code. This is your CSS, and this is your HTML, right? And I want this thing that it should change its layout as the screen size changes. So I come over here in CSS. And to achieve this thing, we have a special tag in CSS, and that is add media, right? So add media, and here we need to give query, right? So we say add media screen and max width. Maybe 600 pixel. 600 pixel is a typical screen size. So add media max width. Let me see if I'm using the right syntax for this. So let me open a browser window. Let's have Google search. We say CSS add media. It's taking some time. And somebody check in their browser at media CSS, please search and see am I using the right syntax here. Hello. Okay. So once again, let's check.
Media screen and max.
Right, so also. So media only screen and max width, right? Max width 600 pixel. So only word is basic. So let's put it there. So the screen and max width 600 pixel, right? And here we'll write CSS, which would be applicable only to those screen sizes whose max width is 600 pixels. So say for example, I come over here. I copy this grid container class. Copy. Paste it over here. And I say displays grid column, maybe one FR, one FR, only two columns, right? And grid template rows. How many rows will be there? So if I have two columns now, so let us see how many rows should be there. So hello everybody, I'm back. I'm sorry I got dropped down. Okay, I'm back now. Can you hear me now? Okay. Okay, so I for these three items. So maybe one more row would be required. Actually, three more rows are required, right? Two more rows are required. So let me put two more rows. So I say that instead of 4 rows, I need 6 rows. Okay. And rest of the things are same. Rest of the things are the same. Furthermore, we want this thing. We want to style these items differently also. So we come over here in our items. So we have this item and this displays grid. This is good. Item image division is good.
Sir, we are not
This
able
is
to see.
Sir,
Oh,
your
you cannot see? Okay, okay. Let me
No,
share my
sir.
screen. I'm sorry for this. Yeah, this is good that you told me. Just a minute. Just a minute. Thank you very much for letting me know. Okay, so I'm back here. So this is my item. Where is the item class? So this is item image division, and this is the item class. This is the item class. Okay, and item paragraph, and this is image. This is this division. This is this division li, and this is ul. Okay, great. So let me do this thing that let me go to this main image division. Copy and paste it over here. By the way, those rules which are not changing, I need not to put them over here. So maybe I can definitely remove all them. Right? So let me remove them. And similarly over here, this commented portion, let me remove it. And grid column, I want it to go from one and take one span only, right? So, and I need not to have padding over here. Okay, let's have the padding. Okay, so I have formatted this thing. Let me redefine list division also. So this is my list division. I paste it over here. And And for list division, I want it to be sitting from 2 to 3 now.
Sir, I think over there one span will come.
Say it again.
Sir, in dot main image div grid column span 1 will come.
Yeah, span 1 is my dear by default, right? So if
Okay, okay,
even if we don't say span 1, it will still
okay,
take span 1, right?
okay, sir.
Okay, good, great. So good, and this is 1/3 and background is white, right? So background white we can remove because it would be coming from the definition up there. So we need to define only rules, those rules over here, which are going to go different, right? So save it and let's see what do we get now. And then we will go from there on. So let me maximize the screen. Okay, right click, inspect elements. And here, if we go to check with different screens, you need to click this icon over here, right? And here you can see, okay, so it is not being implemented yet. So this is 740 pixel. And if we reduce it to 600 pixel, no, it's not being applied, right? So let's see what is the issue. Maybe we have not saved it. We have saved it. Maybe we have not reloaded it, right? So let me reload it. So it is being reloaded. And let me change the width now. So still 600 pixel, 800 pixel, sorry. And now at 600 pixel, it would switch the layout. Can you see that it has switched the layout from 3-column design to 2-column design, right? So now this is definitely, we have to do this thing that, for example, we must reduce the, padding around it. So maybe we can come over here, we say, not over here, over here. And we say that your width, you know that we saw width is like 80%. Now we say that width is 100%. Save it. Let's go back over there. Reload it, right? Now you can see this, that it is looking far better. But here you have one white space over here, right? Can you see? We have got one white space over here. So we want to get rid of white space. Either we need to put some more card over here, or we can do this thing that we can go to item 8. We go to item 8. Item 8 with a dot. And we say your display is none. Right? Save it. Come back over here. Reload it. Right? Now you can see that it is looking nicely. Can you see this thing? Maybe you need to change the font size a little bit. So for example, we can come over here. We can say that dot this division space list item. Your font size is 3BW. Save it and reload it. Right? So you can see that now it is far better. So this design might not be the best design, But the deal here is that I wanted to teach at this point that how do you use media query to change the layout. And I hope that you have got it. If you have any question, please do let me know. Any question, guys?
No, sir.
You're happy about it? Okay, one thing is missing here. Now look how many rows are there. So one row, second row, third row, fourth row, and fifth row. So we have 5 rows. So let us do this thing that instead of 6 rows, we get 5 rows. So where is that? So instead of 6, let's say we have 5 rows. So save it, come back over here, reload, and you can see that that uneven space down there has gone, right? Hello, everybody. Maybe for further smaller screens, you want this thing that all of this thing should come in one column only, right? Not 2 columns even, only 1 column. So we can come back over here in our CSS and we say, let's copy this entire block. So we copy this entire block, Control C, make space down there, Control V, and say, for example, we want to have it at a maximum width of 400 pixels. And we want this entire thing to fall into 1 column. Right? So this has fallen to 1 column. How many rows should be there? So let us see that how many rows should be there. So we can come over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and maybe one more 10 rows, right? So we come over here, we say that, hey, we want 10 rows now, right? Hello, everybody. Are you getting me? Okay, list item, definitely it is going to sit in grid column 1 and grid row 1, grid row 2, because it would be in the second row now. And then font size may be even bigger, 4VW, and display maybe for item number, for this item number 8, your display is auto. Okay, let's save it. Let's reload it. And let us reduce the size of the screen even smaller. Okay, so, okay, look, at 400 pixels, did you see this thing? The entire layout changed from 2 column design to 1 column. Right, everybody? Hello? Hello? Are you getting
Yes,
me?
sir.
Very good. So look, this is now, this page is responsive. So if we need to, definitely we need to do some steps, like we have to make the font size flexible also. That is a different story. But we can see this thing that by doing so, we can switch from 3 column design to 2 column design to 1 column design, right? So our web page or our application will run on whatever the screen size we have, right? No problem. Any questions so far? Any question? Let me ask explicitly, Menthan, any question?
No, no.
Okay. Shilandar, any question?
No, sir.
Okay. Ankit, any question?
No, sir.
Okay. Sanket, any question?
No, sir.
Prithvi, any question?
Um, Actually, when resizing the window, the border is going out, I believe. Can you resize the window once again, sir? To the
Okay,
lowest
sure.
resolution possible.
So you want me to reduce the width?
Sorry, sir?
Do you want me to reduce the width?
Yeah.
Okay, sure. Sure. Wait a minute. So, okay. It's not getting my mouse. So let me reduce it from here. So how much do you want me to reduce? 400 pixel?
Yeah, like around the smaller size. Yeah, 400.
Right.
400. Yeah.
So 400 pixel. So what is your question?
The border with the blue color.
Oh, okay. So you mean to say that this space is more?
Oh, no, sir. So, other half of the border is missing from the window.
Half of the water is missing from the window. Let me see why is it happening. If I go over here, okay. Okay, so let me just click this thing. So this is the reason is that some element is not that flexible and it is kind of creating trouble. Let me check. So it's not missing, it is scrolling within the window. So if we reduce it a little bit, so okay, it is still scrolling. So it has horizontal scroll. Maybe it needs to have a box model fix or something else, but it has nothing to do with grid design, right? So border is there.
Okay, sir.
And you see, it has got
Yeah.
a little bit of horizontal scroll, and this is coming due to box model fix. So let me do box model fix on the top. So let me come over here and let me say HTML. Just remember that how do we do box model fix? We say box sizing, border box, and then we say asterisk, comma, asterisk, colon, after, comma, asterisk, colon, before, and then box sizing, inherit, right? Save it and reload the page, and I hope that this problem will go away, right? You see that this problem is gone, right, Sanket? Prithvi,
Yes, sir.
right? So this was your question?
Yeah.
So it was because of box model fix, right? Because, the padding and the border were overflowing from the size of the box, right? So that was the reason that it was getting a little bit of horizontal scroll. And it was a typical thing, we have to fix it by using box model fix. Got it?
Yes, sir. Got it.
Very good. Great question. I am very happy about it. Ankit, you're good?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Srikant, you're good? Kamalesh, you're good?
Yes, sir.
Sankit, I have already asked. Bharat is not visible. Bharat, you're good?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. So this is, this is the responsive design now. So once again, flexibility is that font sizes are changing and things are changing with the size. So this design is not only flexible, but also it is responsive, right? So basically, according to the size, the entire layout flips. Got it? So here I have a homework for you. So this is the homework. Listen to it carefully. Look, I want you guys to use grid. Okay. So once again, let me create a new page. So this is your homework. I want you to make a big picture like full screen width, right? And then here make 9 columns. So how many columns? 9 columns. Right? And 3 rows. Right? So you have to make 9 columns and 3 rows. And then here you will write something like this. Right? So you have to make it like this. And the entire background would be an image, right? So here I need to have an image in the background. So this entire space would be filled by an image. And on top of it, I want to have all these various, alphabets written. And I want this thing also, that you need to give certain shade, certain transparent background color to all these boxes where the text is appearing. Have you got the idea for this homework? Hello, everybody.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is not a homework actually. This is a classwork, you can say. So please submit it as soon as you can, right? So the sooner you submit it, the good, better the marks you are going to get. Now, how are you going to submit it? So deal is that you have to do it and then upload into your GitHub repository and send me the link to that repository.
Okay.
Right? Have you got it? So once you have made it, you will make an HTML file, you will make a .css file, and definitely an image would also be there. And you can you can have it all in a folder and make that folder a GitHub repository and upload it over there and just send me the link, right? Just send me the link and I will mark as I will get those emails in that order, right? So sooner is better. The sooner you send it, the better marks you're going to get. Any questions so far? Any questions so far? Kamalesh, you're good? Okay, good, great. Okay, having said this thing, let me start with a new thing now, and it is flex, right? So one is grid and other is flex, right? So how do I use it? I use grid to, make the layout of the entire page. And then within the page, within the layouts, various places in the layouts, I use flex to put the things into it, right? So let's see how do flex work, right? Okay, so let's come over here. And let me make a new folder. Can you see my screen? New folder, flex. And let me make a new file over here. New file, knowing flex.html. Okay, let me close this grid thing. Let me make a new file over here, new file, knowing flex.css. Okay, let me link the two files. Let me open it in browser. Okay, everybody can see it? Good. So coming back here, let's see how does flex work. So say for example, we have a Debian, and let me decorate with a class flex container, right? So this is a flex container. And let me put a card over here. So I say that we have another Debian over here with the name let me have some people are waiting in the waiting room. Let me have them. Okay. Dinesh, you are here? Okay, good. So we have a class, maybe let's say it is an item, right? And within the item, I'm going to have an image, right? And let me copy the image also from grid. In grid, I had an image. So let me copy that image from there. So let me copy it and let me paste it over here. Right? And its name is, let me copy its name also. Okay, okay. So let me close this image. So I come over here, I say that this is the image. Right, so this is an image on the top. Then let me have an H2. So we can say that this is card heading. And let me have a paragraph over here. Let me have this text a little bit more. Save it. Okay, now let me give some CSS. So this is my flex container. So I come over here, I say dot flex container. Let me give box model fix also on the top. I will come back to decorate it. Let me decorate item. Dot item. And I say over here, the dot item image, your width is 100%, right? I come over here, I say dot item paragraph, your text alignment is justified, right? So save it. Let's have a few of these cards. So this is one card. So starting from here, ending here. Let's have a few of them. Nice, I have got 4 of them. Save it. Let's reload the page. So currently what's happening is that these cards are sitting on top of each other. Can you see this thing? Right? These cards are sitting on top of each other. Everybody can see it?
Yes,
But
sir.
you know, definitely they are not looking very nice. So let's do this thing. Let's come over here and see the magic of flex. So we come over here, we say flex container, your display is flex, right? Your display is flex. Say your width is, your width is 90%. Say your background is light gray. Right? And so let's see the, you know, the results of the up to this, and then we'll format it for further. Reload it. What is the problem? We did not link CSS, so let's link it. So we say link, and what is the name of the style sheet? Knowing flex. Save it, and let's reload the page. You can see that we have made these beautiful cards and they are sitting next to each other, right? Let's beautify it even further. So we come over here, we say in the container, right? So we say justify content, right? Content. Justify content. Can you hear me? Okay. So justify content, and we say space around, right? And then we say Not item. And we say your margin. Okay, let's give the margin. Let's see that what is the result of justify content space from, right? We come back over here, reload it, right? And okay, so basically to define the card, so we come over here, we say, hey, item, that is item. So we say, reload it, right? So you can see that they have started sitting nicely with each other. We can come over here. Save it. So CSS is working with CSS, like working. Okay, so we are doing one step at a time. For the paragraph, we come over here. We say, hey, you save it. You enter. Maybe for this heading, we get can you hear?
Your voice is breaking, sir.
No, sir.
Okay. I'm sorry for this, but otherwise, can you hear me? Can you? So I was saying that let's make this thing item left off. Save it and reload. So basically, they are coming together. So I believe that I will stop since my voice is breaking, and I will have a longer session tomorrow and day after tomorrow. Right, guys?
Yes.
Hello, everybody. Okay.
Yes.
So I'll
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Still with Ankit?
Sorry, sir, I can't hear you.
Okay, Ankit and Sanket. Basically, I would be a little late for the next lecture also, but I will see that, I'm at some so that the speech quality is better, and we get a lecture. I'm sorry for this inconvenience for today, guys, and we'll
No
have a
problem.
longer sessions tomorrow and day after tomorrow. Thank you very much for
Okay,
this.
sir.
Thank you.
Right. Okay, I
Thank
will
you, sir.
stop here because I'm not feeling very comfortable either. That since you guys are not quite getting it, so
Yeah.
I will have it tomorrow and day after tomorrow. Right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Goodbye. I'll stop here.
Okay, sir.
Goodbye.